So here are my 5 supplements that I recommend you take for a longer period of time, potentially for the rest of your life. So number 1 is creatine monohydrate. So we know that creatine will help us with strength and performance. It'll help us with muscle and hypertrophy. It'll also help us with cognitive benefits. It has cognitive benefits to it. So what is the reason for that and how does it do that? So creatine, basically ATP is our immediate energy source, and creatine helps us produce more ATP because we need creatine to actually create ATP. So ATP is our energy source, and if we have higher amounts of energy, then we can actually lift more weight for longer, which improves strength and performance and also improves muscle hypertrophy. Yeah. So also there is some emerging research coming out that higher doses of creatine can have more cognitive benefits and can potentially reduce the likelihood of developing a neurodegenerative disease. So if, like myself, I have the dementia gene in my family because both of my grandparents got dementia, I should be taking probably 10 grams of creatine per day. So that brings me on to the dosage. So the dosage of creatine, 5 grams daily is fine for everyone. You can go up to 10 to maybe 15 grams per day, but sometimes if you go to that higher dosage too quick, I've seen happen with clients where they get some form of like gastrointestinal issue where they'll get a bit of bloating, maybe even a little bit of nausea, which is because creatine will pull fluid into the gut and potentially cause these. So you just want to kind of watch out for that. I'd start at 5 grams daily and then maybe after a week or so up it to 10 grams. With creatine, a lot of people think that, well, it helps, it can cause like hair loss or hair thinning. And the reason is because if we take creatine, it helps us produce something more called DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone. And people think that higher amounts of DHT in the body can cause hair thinning or hair loss. But that's not really the mechanism behind it. What actually causes hair thinning or hair loss will be higher amounts of testosterone in the body. So you don't need to worry about creatine making you lose hair. Yeah. A lot of people think as well that creatine is going to impact the kidneys and it's going to cause them to potentially get kidney problems, which again is another myth. There is no research that shows that creatine causes kidney issues. Kidney issues will come from other different bad daily habits that someone has, yeah, not from taking creatine. So that's number 1, probably the most important. Number 2 is zinc L-carnosine. So the reason I am a big advocate for zinc L-carnosine is that I always like a client looking after the gut health, and I like a client making sure that they're giving themselves the best chance of absorbing nutrients. So zinc is needed to actually, for our immune system to help with cellular repair, and we need zinc to actually help our immune system function. The L-carnosine is what helps repair any damage throughout the gut lining, right? So when we eat processed food, drink alcohol, you're potentially damaging your gut lining, right? And if someone has zinc L-carnosine, because the L-carnosine makes it slower absorbed in the stomach and it makes it more localized to the stomach, we'll absorb the zinc through our stomach rather than in our other different cells. So that's why zinc L-carnosine, I find, is a staple. And I would take 15 to 30 milligrams per day, and you can get any zinc L-carnosine off iHerb is a really good place to look. The next one, in my opinion, is magnesium. So magnesium is the most important mineral in the body. It's used in over 500 different enzymatic reactions. So basically, it's needed for a lot of processes in the body. Yeah, we need magnesium for heart health. We need magnesium for blood sugar control or blood glucose control. We need magnesium to hydrate cells. So as you can see, magnesium is needed for a lot of different things. And I would advise in terms of dosage for magnesium to take around about 10 milligrams per 1 kilogram of body weight. So I'm around about 92 kilos, so I should take probably about 900 milligrams of magnesium per day. Number 4 is a good quality omega-3 fish oil. So omega-3s, what they do is they'll actually help lower internal inflammation. Yeah, you've got omega-3s, omega-6s and omega-9s in the body. And omega-3s are the one that we don't get enough of in our food. We'll get probably a lot of omega-6s and omega-9s, but we'll not get a lot of omega-3s. Omega-3s are in the likes of oily fish, yeah? So if we don't get a lot of omega-3s and we get too much omega-6s, these different compounds battle with each other in order to be utilized. So if we have too much omega-6s, it can actually deplete our omega-3s. And omega-3s are so important for heart health, for increasing HDL cholesterol, which is deemed the good cholesterol, and lowering LDL, and actually helping lowering our total cholesterol as well. So it improves our heart health. Also with omega-3s, we need them for actually neurological function to reduce inflammation around the brain. So this can actually help with some studies are emerging that omega-3s can actually help, again, potentially prevent neurodegenerative diseases further down the line. And then the last supplement is a good quality whey protein. So whey protein is tasty, it's easy to mix, it's quick, and it's got a full amino acid profile. So it's going to help with muscle hypertrophy, it's going to help with strength and performance, and it's going to help you get a quick, easy meal in with high amounts of protein and a good amino acid profile that's very bioavailable. So bioavailability means absorbability, basically. So a good whey protein, if you're thinking about should I take a concentrate, an isolate, or a casein protein, I would advise like concentrate's fine. Isolate's better quality. So concentrate, some people get digestive issues with these because of the lactose in it. Isolate is a little bit more digestive friendly. If you struggle with an isolate, which some people can do, then I would go to like a hydrolyzed whey protein, which basically means the lactose is kind of chopped up and easier broken down and digested. The taste is a little bit questionable on them, but the other two are fine if you're getting no digestive issues from them. And like, I can't tell you a dosage because it does depend on you individually, but I would say like 30 grams of whey protein daily is sufficient enough, yeah? So them are my 5 supplements that I would advise everybody taking. A bonus one, if you're in a country that's not as sunny, is vitamin D. Like 2000 IU of vitamin D will be good for anyone who's like, for example, living in the UK who don't get as much sunlight. So we need vitamin D for a lot of different factors again. Like a main one that's springing to mind is our immune health, and actually to help with our heart health as well, and also hormonal profile. So them are the supplements that I would advise taking on a daily basis, the dosages. And one thing I didn't say is omega-3. I would probably take like 1 to 3 grams per day. And if you want a good quality one, then you can go to Train by JP is a brilliant one. Conti Sports is a brilliant one. And you can use TP10 for discount with Conti Sports. So that's everything to do with supplements that I would advise. Just remember that supplements aren't going to solve an issue though. They're not going to get you massive just by taking supplements. They're not going to build you shitloads of muscle just by taking supplements. That comes down to your habits on a daily basis and working them out at first. Supplements do what they say on the tin. They supplement what we're already doing, but obviously making sure that you are taking these because they will be beneficial towards your health and also your physique. Because remember, health and physique go hand in hand. If someone's healthy, then they will progress the physique 10 times quicker. So thank you for listening. Ask me any questions in the comments and have a look at a few guides that are in the link, the description below. Thank you.